quite a while since I have vlogged and been on YouTube and done the whole vlog situation. But it's so funny because my friends were actually asking me, when are you gonna start this? They've actually been asking me this for a minute, and I don't know if you've watched a few of my other videos, but I was saying that I was only gonna start YouTubing once my acne was cured, I guess, for lack of a better word. And I vlogged for a few days, and I then started breaking out consistently for the past however many months. So I haven't been vlogging, and it's still active for sure, but it has gotten a lot better. But honestly, I don't need to worry about my acne being a problem when I'm sharing these videos. It's just like such a silly little thing to worry about. My friends asked me when I was gonna start doing this again, and then I actually got a message from somebody that I don't really know on Instagram asking or telling me that he watched like 2 minutes of my video. Honestly, don't really know how he found my YouTube, but he also said in the same day that I was talking to my friends about this, he was like, you should do those again. So, here we are. And little life update. I'm actually in New York City right now, staying in Soho for a month. So I'm not in Nashville, so my days are going to be looking a little different, and I want to share that with you guys as well. It's Sunday now. I'm going to church with some friends that live here, and I am going to get ready, and we can talk a little bit more about everything that's been going on in my life, because I also think that I've lived 2 places in Nashville since my last video. So let's get ready. I've been using these eye patches and this retinol eye serum. I saw this girl on TikTok that had really bad crow's feet, and I feel like I genetically have some crow's feet around my eyes, and she showed before and after pictures of her skin, or her under eye skin, after using these products. I can show them. The before and after was crazy. So it's this, and I never know how to say this brand, Beauty of Joseon. It's the Korean skincare, the Revive eye serum, and then the Revive under eye patch. And I think there's retinol in them as well. I feel like I have just been go with business and travel and everything in between since I was living in Wedgwood, Houston at the time. I was living in a studio apartment in Wedgwood, Houston, and I loved the apartment, didn't love the price. Transparently, I wasn't at peace living there, and a friend of mine, her roommate, was moving out, and I was thinking about breaking my lease anyways. The timing just lined up to where she actually found me a subleaser, which was so kind of her to do while I was out of town. I actually think I was in New York whenever all of this was going down, but she found me a subleaser, and I ended up moving in with her. My rent was cut basically in half, which was incredible. And so I've been living a little bit more out of the city for the past few months. So I've only lived there for a few months, and then went through a pretty heartbreaking breakup. And it's so crazy because I had this trip to New York booked before I went through this breakup. It's been not even 2 months now, but I had this trip lined up. For the past couple of years, I have been wanting to go and stay in New York for 1 to 2 months and just live and work here, because I have the ability to do that with my job. So getting everything out of sight, out of mind has been a wonderful thing. It's the timing of it is actually so crazy. And I was actually talking to my friend Susan about it, and she was like, honestly, like, yes, the timing of this was great because you got to get out and get away. But it's so amazing that like the Lord set this up in a way that like, had I not been dating that guy at the time and like felt so confident in booking this trip, in that time, like who knows if like the curler cord just went in my coffee. Who knows if I would have like booked this with my own, like, I don't know. I don't know if I like having the support of somebody else like really pushed me to feel comfortable booking this and going, but it is like serving a completely different purpose now, and it's gonna be amazing. Like I'm so excited to be here. I stayed in Brooklyn for the past 3 days, and then I moved into the apartment that I'm renting in Soho yesterday. It's already off to like such a great start. I'm going and trying a new church today. I hope to like try a few new churches while I'm here. That's the other thing too, is like this breakup, not that I wasn't walking closely with the Lord in our relationship. It was like definitely a relationship that grew my relationship with the Lord. And I will forever be grateful for that. Even after breaking up, it's like, wow, I'm getting even closer with the Lord, which I do know that he's close to the brokenhearted. And I actually got baptized the other weekend too. So like all of this change and exciting things in my life, like the timing of it is all just like really crazy. I haven't really been able to process everything or grasp everything yet. My mom called me yesterday and she was like, so are you gonna move there? It's not really an option at the moment, but you truly never know what God has in store for you. And I've honestly, like in the past month or so, have completely released everything in my life to him and like completely surrendered everything. And that's also something that I've never done in my life up until now. I definitely have always had to have like some sense of control, whether that was over a living situation, over finances, like things like that. Like I always like am trying to control something in my life, and I don't know why it has taken me this long to learn that like it's not my place to do that. So honestly, like I don't know if I will ever move here. I think like my answer to everything recently is just like I don't know, like we'll see. And definitely just everything now too is a prayerful decision. It's not a decision that I'm making by myself. One of my main goals here in New York is to really, which is so funny because I feel like you would think like the South would be the place where like you go to grow your relationship with God. I'm doing it here in a place where that's honestly like not the norm, which is also going to be kind of a challenge for me. So I'm really excited. It takes more intention, I guess you would say, to be walking with God closely here. All my hair is curled for the most part. Okay, now I'm going to take these off. Funniest thing happened to me yesterday. I just got to Soho yesterday and I needed to go and get like a few groceries and stuff. I have keys here and they're not on a keychain, and I don't have my car keys with me, so like I don't have a keychain at all. I go and get groceries from Trader Joe's, which is like not far. It's definitely walking distance. I take my keys with me and I'm like, I'm not gonna lose these. And if you know me, it is like my biggest fault is like losing things and losing keys and stuff. Happens to me way too often. I've probably locked my keys in my car a good 3 times this year, and it is April. Take my keys and I was like, Addison, you are not allowed to set these down anywhere. You aren't allowed to lose them. So I had them like in a clutch the entire time. Then I check out and I think I'm on FaceTime too. So a little distracted. I check out. I have to get my card out of my phone because I just like stick it in the back of my phone. And I got my card out and then I leave Trader Joe's. I walk all the way back to my apartment that I'm staying in. I'm on the phone with my friend Aaliyah and I go, oh my gosh, Aaliyah, I can't get into my apartment because I don't have my keys. Turns out I left them at Trader Joe's. I had my 2 paper bags on my arms and ran all the way back to Trader Joe's. I looked like a maniac. And like, mind you, I'm in athleisure too. And if you know how people dress in Soho, I'm like sticking out like a sore thumb. Obviously looked like I don't live here. So I ran all the way back and the keys were literally underneath the card reader. Like nobody had picked them up or anything. They were exactly where I left them. So that was like one of the scariest moments of my life, but then I found the keys. So yeah, the biggest life update I probably have is that I did go through a pretty heartbreaking breakup. It's been tough. Obviously, if you're with somebody for over a year, it's gonna be tough. You're talking to them all day, every day. You probably picture a future with them and you like thought you were in for the long haul. But the Lord is always working, even if you think he's working in ways that you think are your plan and your path. Your version of good isn't always the Lord's version of good. Both can be good, but the Lord's is probably better. I've also come to realize that like grief is not a linear thing at all. And I am very lucky to say that I haven't had a ton of like family deaths or like this many like big breakups in my life. So I'm very thankful, but this is like a very new experience for me. Also like a type of grief where it feels like the person passed away, but they're still alive and they're still living their life. And I've heard other people say that, and I was like, oh, that sounds a little dramatic, until you're in it and you're like, oh, that's what they meant. It's been a couple of months now almost, and I'm feeling pretty good. Being far away definitely helps, but it is kind of cool how this was booked before like breaking up was even on the table. I like booked this with a different mindset, but I get to go through it in a different mindset. It's honestly just like so refreshing being around so many people. Like, yes, I'm living by myself, but I step outside of my door and there's so many people here. And just like so many opportunities for like meeting new people and trying new things, and I love it. And I'm staying by myself too. So I'm like just really excited to spend time with Jesus and chase after him like I have never chased any boy before. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, so would love some podcast recs as well. Some of my favorites, I've been listening to a lot of Christian podcasts, and I love Jenny Allen's. I love Sadie Robertson's. Yeah, just going through a lot of those, doing therapy, which is honestly like so fun for me to do, is to like be able to talk to somebody about things that are going on in my life and get like unbiased advice and opinions. I always think that there's room for growth. If you don't go to therapy, you should totally look into it. I know like the name of it sounds intimidating. I think everybody should try it. Personally, definitely need lip stuff. But here we go. Here is the church look without lips. Definitely need lips. Just got back from I decided to walk there, and it was about like a 35-minute walk, and I forgot an umbrella, which luckily it did not rain. Praise the Lord. And it was so windy and so cold, which is so crazy because yesterday it was, or the past few days, it was like 80 degrees, 75 degrees. So, might need to invest in a jacket too while I'm here. But I walked there and then also ended up walking back too, and somehow did not get rained on, which very thankful for that. And then now I'm back and eating brunch, I guess. I can show you guys what I have. Doing a little chicken sausage and apple and almond butter, and finishing my coffee from earlier. I did tell myself that I was going to learn to cook for one here. Don't really know how that's gonna go considering how tiny this kitchen is. So if y'all have any recipes for one that you swear by, I have an oven and I have a stove, so that's really all that I need. But yeah, gonna try and like cook a little while I'm here too, because I definitely don't need to be eating out for every meal as much as I would love to. Probably not good for my bank account. But just gonna sit here and eat. I'm finishing up a podcast, and then also going to start a book that my friend Susan gave me. It's called, I think, What If It's Wonderful? Don't quote me on that. I'll update y'all whenever I pull it out. But I'm super excited to read it. She said that it was a really great book, and I'm kind of at a season in my life where I'm like, don't really know what I'm doing. So excited to read that. And then I'm trying out a new workout place later. They have one in Nashville. It's called Jet Set Pilates, and I'm on ClassPass, and it was on there, so I was like, I guess I'll try it. But it was like 14 credits, which is crazy to me. So hopefully I walk out with an 8-pack, because I use like half my credits on it. But I'm excited to do that and walk around some more later. Okay, here's the book that Susan gave me. It's called What If It's Wonderful? Celebrations don't always come with a catch, which is something that I feel like I might be struggling with if and when I do get into another relationship. And also just like viewing this whole season as like an exciting time and not a just like terrible time in my life. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. But she actually ended up getting a tattoo because of this book. So I'm gonna assume it's pretty good. It's probably so frowned upon to sit in Oreo cookie all over my face. I got Tate's cookies last night. I know it's probably frowned upon to sit in or on the bed in outside clothes after being outside in New York City. But I do not feel like changing and then changing again in an hour. So I am sitting in my outside clothes on my bed. Now going to Pilates. I'm loyal to True Form and Format in Nashville, so obviously they don't have those here, so trying out Jet Set while I'm here, and a few other places, because like I said, I'm on ClassPass, so I'm just like trying a bunch of different places, and if I really love one and want to end up buying a membership for a month or like a couple of weeks, I might do that. But that's where I'm headed now. I got my new Lululemon shoes that I actually get so many compliments on, that Kinsey got me for Christmas, which is so sweet. But they're running shoes, but they're the only tennis shoes that I packed for this trip specifically, but I'm obsessed with them. They are like my favorite tennis shoes right now. And then my set is actually from Amazon. It has the matching sports bra with it, and then I have the biker shorts version as well. And then this is Aritzia from like probably 5 years ago, but I'm obsessed with this jacket and was actually just talking about getting a new one and a new set, but headed to work out. Went to Pilates and then had to run out to find a sweater or a sweatshirt because it's freezing here and I packed for warm weather. And so I went into the H&M in Soho and of course found lots of things. So gonna try them on. And then I didn't find any good sweatshirts here. So gonna go to Aerie, I think, after this. Or see if I see anywhere else that would have like a good sweater or sweatshirt. I thought this skirt was really cute because it kind of looks like lace shorts, but now that I have it on, I'm like, is this the most flattering thing for me? I almost need like a top to help it look good. I'm so obsessed with these. I've been wanting a white pair of shorts. Need a size smaller, but I like these a lot. Not sure how I feel about this. I feel like with a tan and some pointed heels, it could be really cute. No mug here, but that's okay. Saved me some money. Honestly, sometimes I love when things don't work out. Off to Aerie to find a big hoodie. Okay, just got back to the apartment I'm staying at. I look insane. It's been such a long day, so I'm just chilling tonight, going to shower. I stopped at Target and got a few groceries, found a sweat set, so I'll show you guys that too. And then I'm going to cook dinner and probably watch the Justin Bieber Coachella set and then read. And that is gonna be the rest of my night. I got some dried mango at Target. It's literally my favorite snack in the entire world. But before I shower, I'm gonna show you all this set that I got because it was literally like $60 for this set. And I don't know if anybody's gonna acknowledge the fact that Aerie is literally ripping off everybody. Free People, Aloe, you name it. Aerie's like, we're stealing that design and we don't care. But I'm not complaining because I got this sweatshirt. I think it was like 30. I think both were $30. So I got this black sweatshirt, crew neck, and these sweatpants. And they even have the like the metallic aloe like wording on them. But I'm obsessed with the set and I'm not complaining at all. I can't wait to wear it. Like, I'm so excited. So great find and great day. I hope you guys had fun on my Sunday in New York. I might end up doing a full like recap of my weeks here, like do 3 vlogs of the weeks here. I feel like that could be really cool. I also have to fly home for an event in Nashville that my client and friend Kenzie is doing with her new Pilates studio and Free People movement. So I can like do a whole video with that too. I feel like that would be really fun. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for tonight. Happy Sunday, and I'll see y'all next time.